Live. If you're watching this right now, thank you for getting on our live call. This week, we have a special edition. We're going to jump in and show you some of the crypto markets. But what we're going to do is go through the 3 steps that we use, that you can use to consistently get results in the markets if you don't already do so. So, without further ado, I got my right hand man, the shooter on the court, Chef Dre. I call you Chef Dre. Chef Dre. So what we're going to do on this call, we're going to walk you through the tools that Elevated FX uses on a regular basis to help gain consistent results in the market so you don't have to stare at charts all day. We literally just got off of a powerful Twitter Spaces call, and I was on there just really thinking and reminiscing about all the people that don't know what's going on and how to actually properly trade, and then the hype around the markets. We all get into it with the same way, like, hey, come make $100 a day online, or come make $1,000 a day online, and then you try it and it doesn't work the same way. So here at Elevated FX, what we want to do is every week we're going to come with the same mindset, the same principles, and show you that we're not going to go anywhere. So you may bounce from place to place to place, but we're not going to go anywhere. And we're going to show you the 3 steps that we use on a regular basis, that actual traders use on a regular basis to get consistent results. And those steps are very simple. You have to first have the right mindset. I know it's not a sexy word to say, or people run away from it, but you must decide what kind of trader you want. You have to decide what type of entrepreneur and what type of results you want in this market. I decided I don't want to stare at charts all day. I decided I want to spend time with my kids as well. I don't want to be staring at charts all day. So that's part of my plan. Number 2 is to find a way to generate consistent cash flow, leveraging tools and automation to get those results. So we're going to show you the tools that we use, and then how to multiply it in a really smart way to compound those efforts. So without further ado, I'm going to jump directly onto the charts right here and show you one of the tools that we use on a consistent basis to get these results. And what Andre is going to be able to show you as well is his process that he uses every week in the markets to get his results. All right. So,
Yes.
Dre, can you
Yay.
see my screen? Can you hear me? Everything cool on your end, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Still waiting for your screen to show. If you're doing screen share.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely doing a screen share.
All
And it
good.
looks like we got a special guest on the call, too. And I'm going to add the special guest on the call shortly. Let me just do it, allow you to see what you need to see on this end, and then we'll take it from there. All right,
Oh,
cool.
yes. Perfect. All right. So, what we're going to show you is the actual Enigma AI system. So, how we take the trades and what we're doing basically in the back end to make sure that the trade that we're seeing is the right one to take. I know Carl will do a little review, replay
Yeah, I'll
for
just
you.
do a quick bar replay.
Yeah,
I'll go.
exactly. So we could show exactly how the system prints out the ideas for you. Um,
Oh, you want to break it down like that? All right. You tell me
yeah,
when to pause.
yeah.
All
We'll
right.
just wait for the next trade. I know there's going to be another one coming in a few candle. There you go. Yeah, I think they're okay. This one will go first. Okay. So as you can see, there's this candle. It's on the hourly chart. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this candle here, that's the what time is that? That was okay. So that was at yeah, 4, 5.
Doesn't matter the time. It's just I think it's at 4
Yeah,
a.m.
exactly. Okay. So basically what you're gonna receive here is the alert on the next hourly candle. So we have to wait on this until this candle close to get the natural entry price. Okay. So as
Right.
you can see, you have the price here. That's the entry price.
Wait. So
Yeah.
let's break it down very, very slow for the people. So what
Yeah.
you mean to tell me is that this tool is doing all of the actual charting, right? And then when that candle closes a particular way, it's going to send an alert. and prints
Exactly.
everything out.
Yeah, exactly. And what's the amazing part is that most of people are having issues on how to get in the market and how to get out of the market. And what Enigma is giving you, it's helping you, is giving you an actual price to enter and an actual price to exit out, depending exactly on when you want to exit out or not. Okay, so you have the TPs, you have 3 TP zones, and you have the stop loss price here. Okay.
What you're
Uh,
seeing happen is a second one actually
yes,
created
because
another.
we do have 2 versions here of Enigma. You have a version 1.0 and you have 1.1. So the 1.0 is the I think it was the smaller one, right? No, there's the bigger one.
Yeah, the ones with the red shape, and then the
Exactly.
is
And
the
the 1.1 is the smaller one. So we could continue the replay. Perfect. So as you can see on the smaller one, you already hit TP3. And if we continue, yeah, we're still continuing here. So you're still in the trade, and it's giving you another signal here, but you're still on the original trade that you get in, and you had another another part. So it's going on the same direction. So, and another thing is we're gonna explain you exactly an added feature that we added a week ago on our system is the fusion that you see on the top right. Okay, so you want to break it down, Carl, on your end?
yeah. So what Fusion is doing is looking at higher time frame confirmation, so H4 and higher, to help filter out the trend. So what this is showing is that this is a bullish trend. It's an uptrend. So if you're seeing alerts that are coming in, like for instance, this little guy right here, that was a sell opportunity, and you have this bullish uptrend, you probably want to stay away from it, right? This was a cool feature we added to help even make it easier for people to see what's going on. So these are the results that are continuing to, happen. That's why I wanted to break this down, Euro CAD specifically, because you're going to see this change from a bullish market sentiment to a bearish one, and when it happens, you'll know, and then you'll be able to react differently as well as a trader. So this tool, what it's doing is giving out alerts. It's printing out based on market structure what's going on in the market, right? From a proprietary setup that was developed in-house by the team. And what you're watching it do is literally give out the right trade setups. All right. So let me pause this real quick.
Yeah.
Type in the number 2 in the chat if you saw what happened and we switched from a bullish trend into a bearish one, right? Type in the number 2 in the chat if you see that.
And on my end, it's really helped on my trading, because most of the time what I do is I look at higher time frame to make a decision on the alert that's coming in. But with Fusion, it's giving me, like, it's cutting half of the time that I have to look at, because I'm just looking at the Fusion, and if it makes sense, if it's going the same direction and it makes sense with my framework of trading, I just take the trade and walk away. And it's a good tool to filter out trades too at the same time. If you're it's not going the same direction as Fusion, most of the time it's a loss. See here, so that was a sell, another sell, TP3. Perfect.
Okay, so basically that's Enigma drawing out the alerts, and then how it works is the candle will close, and then you have the opportunity to get into the trade, right? Your candles will close, and then you have the opportunity to get into the trade. The candles will close, and then you have the opportunity to get into the trade. Now, a lot of people, again, right? You get into trading and you just want to copy and paste. As awesome as this is, once you learn what's going on, it's a earn while you learn system, right? So you're literally able to make money while you learn what's going on. And before, we had to lose money to figure out what was going on. So being able to see the moves happening in real time and just not really second guess anything, just following a solid plan is one part of it. One huge part of it is knowing where to go. That's one huge part of trading, where to go, right? The other really big aspect of it is your management, your position size.
Mm-hmm.
So your risk management, how aggressive or not aggressive, a person would want to get into a trade. And I say like this, most new traders, they think it's about, again, making $100 a day or $1,000 a day. Dude, if you think like that, you have a job all over again. That's not what this is about. It's not about making $100 a day or $1,000 a day or $10,000 a month. These are psychological numbers that you told yourself that's your freedom number. But this is more so an opportunity to learn how to compound money. Google that word, compound money, if you don't know what that means yet. It's exponential. There is no linear aspect to it at all. It's just consistently growing at an exponential rate. So that's what you want to do. Understand where the market's going. Enigma gives you a really good idea on how to do that. And once you create a free account with Elevated FX, if you haven't done so already, there's a lot of content in the back office that shows you everything that we're discussing. And once you become a paid member, whether you decide to just get your feet wet with Enigma or you go all in and you decide to take this seriously and you want to become a mastery member, you'll get the guidance that you need to understand how to do it, right? A lot of people want to make money yesterday, and that's probably your problem. If you take your time to see what this is doing and build a plan around it, you're going to crush it for years to come, all right? Let me pull up a second chart. Dre, if you want to take over and share your screen on the Discord, and you got your, what is it, your first profit share on a prop firm today.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I think you have the picture of when I received the email. It's gonna be like tonight that I'm gonna have basically a confirmation of the actual process to do the payout. But I just received the email saying that I closed the month in profit, all of it using Enigma. And if you saw exactly my process since the first time that I get that account, the past failures that I had, and to be able to get at this point, that's really a blessing. And it's all up to the team that we have right now, and basically the back tests that we did in the back end for many months that were able to get that result. And we have not only me, but all of all of the clients here that are using the Enigma here the right way are winning with the system. So I'll just show the Discord profit zone in a few seconds. Let's see. So I'll show my screen. All right. Perfect. So,
all right, you got it, Dre.
perfect. Okay, so I'll just go from bottom to up. So this is today. So we have Leon. Shout out to Leon. He's always one of our.
Smash that.
Yeah.
Blow it up so we can see what's going on.
There you go.
How much money Leon want to send us? Somebody message Leon and tell him to send me $1.
Seriously, man. So $2,800 here today with Enigma and I think he's using the trade manager. Is that it? No, only Enigma here so far, based on what he's saying. So shout out to him. So we have Tommy, same thing, 2,300. So 2.3% today on his account using Enigma 1.1 with trade manager. So shout out to him. So we have Jack. So $700. Perfect. Tommy again. So I could do this all day. Ivana, shout out to her. AI with Train Manager, $1,000. So, and that's really all with the actual system that we're showing you guys. So it's not, they're just following the process and getting results. That's all that they're doing here. So I'm just going to do another one here and another one. There you go. So that is the profit zone. So every our customers are sending their results here when they get them, and yeah. So shout out to them. So let me close that. Perfect. Great. Okay. So I know, Carl, you wanted to discuss.
Okay, the stream.
What did it say? How can you get the info on Discord?
What happens when the stream is frozen?
It's frozen now? Let me check. Got it. Oh, it is frozen. Is it frozen? Let's see. No, it's good. You could go ahead. Yeah, I just looked at the link. Everything is good. Call. So maybe they have to just go back on the link that they clicked on, and it should be working. I can see on Facebook. Okay, maybe. I think it's on your end, Call.
Sure.
Okay. Oh,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
All right, perfect.
Damn, bruh. Yes. Yes.
All right, so that's so we have technical difficulties right now with on calls. We do still see the screen share, and we can still hear you. I do see you. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay, so call will come back in a few minutes, guys. Um, let's see.
Dre, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Perfect.
Yeah, it worked.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. That just go back in and you should be good.
I had to reset everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to lie to the thing as well. I couldn't even let Seuss in. Sorry about that. My goodness. I wanted to. Where did we leave off of?
Yeah, I was telling you everyone that you wanted to show something regarding Bitcoin,
Well, I
uh,
just wanted to talk a
the
little
uh,
bit of
the
crypto anyway.
cycle and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, just talk a little bit of crypto and you know see where we at, see
perfect,
where we might be going, and how to play the game, man. Because it's a
perfect.
good game.
Okay, so everyone type the number 3 if you could hear call and see him if it's
Yeah, I
good
don't have
on
my
your
camera
end.
on now.
It should be working.
All right, cool. I think we could get away with that. All right.
All right, so basically, we're gonna show. Carl will show you the actual Bitcoin cycle and where we're at in the market right now, and what we're maybe expecting of
This
Bitcoin.
this was huge, man. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
All
you
right,
go ahead.
cool. So a lot of people forget. I'm gonna use choice words. A lot of people forget that all of these markets follow a cycle, some sort of a cycle, and it's an emotional cycle, especially when we're dealing with stuff like this. It's brand new. It's still brand new, right? Even though we've been here for what 10 years now, nearly 10 years, about 10 years. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still brand new. So what we're going through is called the discovery phase inside of crypto, and that's the beautiful part about elevated FX. Not only are we focused on helping you make consistent returns trading the markets, trading Forex, we're doing it with prop firms. We're doing it with other people's money. For instance, right, when you get a withdrawal from ftmo.com, y'all can take it to your bank account if you want to. I tell you that's stupid. That's very silly to do. Because you could be your own bank now, right? And you can withdraw every ounce of that volume, every ounce of that quote unquote money in Bitcoin directly to yourself. And then, do what you want to do with it. For instance, there's other platforms like Elevate Funding. You can do the same thing by focusing on building up your skill set. When you do withdraw funds, you do it in crypto. And this is a beautiful thing about this market. It's following a very simple cycle. And what we're seeing is there's a lot of liquidity and a lot of money still left down here. And every time I do this, people are like, oh no, there's no way we're gonna go all the way back there. And that's what they said the last time I said that we're gonna come all the way back down here as well. And I had to learn this because I was the guy who was chasing the market, buying at all-time highs. Like for instance, right? I was the guy who bought Bitcoin here after buying it here getting involved here and then not being able to accumulate at the right prices. All right. If you've been anybody who's bought at $12,000 and then watched the price go down to 3,000 and there was nothing you can do about it, you want to pay attention to this, everything I'm going to say to you, because it's all a cycle, right? You mean to tell me, okay? You mean to tell me a month before one of the most significant events in Bitcoin, right, which is a halving event. You mean a month before the halving event, the price manipulated its way down back to a specific key level that needed to get met, right? And once you see this, if you're already in EFX, you'll see what I'm saying. If you're not, if you don't see that right there, that huge imbalance in price, that huge gap that was left behind April 1st, 2019. And it wasn't until March 13th of 2020 that price came back down to balance this level. Type in the number 2 in the chat if you see what I'm talking about. Right? So you can understand everything that is happening in your life right now. Price came all the way back down and balanced this level. All right. And then a month later, May, right? 2 months, March, April, May, 2 months later, there was a Bitcoin halving event. This is significant. That means Bitcoin's rewards are split in half. That means by design, it became more scarce. That means it's going to go up in value, period. That's it. That's all. So exactly what happened after is we had this particular rally that we're seeing right now. Price explodes. And now Bitcoin is at a level where you know people are freaking out. They don't know what's going on. I'll tell you who's freaking out. Anybody who bought here. I'll give you a whole range. Anybody who bought Bitcoin from 30,000 to 64,000 is feeling really unsure right now about what's going on planet Earth. They can't understand. That's okay. It's your turn, right? It's your turn to learn what not to do. So what then happened, which is significant on the weekly level, is price created this first all-time high. This is how they get you. Price created this first all-time high, 64,000. And then came down and reaccumulated at a low level and breached that high and pulled it back immediately. So broke 64K, created another all-time high at $67,000, $68,000, and then immediately created what's called a swing failure pattern. I wrote SFP because it's short for swing. Let me write this down so somebody can run away from this call with something.
Yeah, some nuggets.
A swing failure pattern. When this happens on the lower time frame, it's like, okay, whatever, right? When this happens on the weekly chart, monthly chart, listen, everybody here at Elevated FX, the moment we saw this going on, I'll tell you what we were doing. Mark up that order block right there, yes, sir, and allow price to do what it's going to do because we're now in bearish territory. Okay? So anybody who bought up here, it doesn't feel too great. But I'll tell you who is making the money right now. You have to actually understand what's going on. You know who's making all the money? The people who bought all down, the people who accumulated at low prices are selling. Watch this. Let me say that. Let me slow that down. The people who bought low. I need you to see this so you comprehend it. Are selling to the people, watch this, who are willing, man, let me write that down again. Wow. To buy at these higher prices. It is supply and demand. There's no such thing as the broker did it to me, or the exchange did it to me, or CNN forced me to go do that, or my friend did it, right? The people who bought low are cashing out and selling to the people who are willing to buy at higher prices. That's all that's going on. It's an exchange of energy. It's an exchange of value. What's
Yes.
going on is you're watching greedy people transfer money to the disciplined, to the ones who are disciplined. So even if somebody has a lot of money, right, they get wrecked in these markets because there are people who understand what's going on and are waiting for the right quote unquote opportunity for themselves to accumulate more. Period. That's all. That's what's going on. All right. So you got a swing failure pattern that closed on the weekly level like this, and the people who bought early, the only way they make money is if they sell it. The only way you sell is if somebody's willing to buy from you at a higher price. There's no such thing as a zero-sum game in trading. If I lose $1, somebody else made $1. If I make $2, you may have made $2. That's what's going on. So I wanted to show you this so you at least understand what's going on, and then have a game plan for the next, what is this, 2 years, year and a half,
Yeah.
before the next halving event. Listen, I'll go back. All right, you see these big red lines? These are Bitcoin halving events. Y'all can go look up the last time it happened. You can go look up the next time it's gonna happen, and you can look up what year is this? 2016. Let me show you what happened.
Yeah.
All right, you can make it up if you want to, but I'm gonna show you the truth. Okay, boom. This is called a bullish order block. If you don't know what it is, join Elevated FX, lock in, go all the way in so you can learn what it is. That's called a bullish order block. You see what this is? That's called the engineered liquidity right there. That money was sitting there before the order block was created. I can't make this up. Boom, it was created, order block created after, boom, took out the liquidity. Now what that means is institutions were willing to hold some sort of a drawdown while they made you chase the price and then pulled it back months later, right after a Bitcoin halving event. And then what happens? Price persistence. I mean,
Yeah.
when I say take off, I'm talking about
Expansion.
Migos.
Mhm.
I'm talking about Migos take off. All right. And then we start doing it again, right? Creating all the emotional cycles that you must go through to see what's going on. And then from a technical standpoint, all the money is chilling here at 12K. It's right here at 12,000. Again, it's the last accumulation level before price took out these pre-engineered liquidity points, and there's still money chilling here. So if we are to see price do what we're all expecting it to do, which is go to 100,000, 200,000, understand that you can go like this on the chart. We're at the beginning of like the new world, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the beginning of the new world. So it makes all the sense in the world to watch this slowly bleed down, hurt everybody's feelings. And you can see the guy right there, the last down candle before price exploded up and took out all that liquidity is waiting for us again. So what that means is, what do you do from here till then? I don't care if Bitcoin does this. You know why? Because I really believe it's going to do that. I don't care if Bitcoin does this instead, because I really believe it's going to do that before this red level.
Yeah.
That red level is the next halving event, April 2024. And when that day comes, what's going to happen is we're just going to get a more scarce Bitcoin. So I wanted to show this as an insight to what people really ought to be paying attention to in the middle of all this redness in the market, that it's part of the cycle. And I'm not going to break down the emotional cycle right now. That's for our internal team, internal members, because I want to make sure everybody at EFX is prepared, right? Timing is very important. And right now you have the opportunity to get these type of prices, all right? I don't care if it goes here, if it goes there. Most likely, all right, I'm going to choose my words carefully. We're going to see 20,000 Bitcoin again, 16,000, 12,000, maybe 11, maybe 9, right? And if that happens, you want to be prepared. You don't want to be the guy or the girl who's like, oh, I wish I would have known, or I wish I would have prepared better, because that's just reckless and greedy, right? You got to be reckless and greedy to miss out, again, participating in the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. We're seeing it right now, ladies and gentlemen. There's never been a time where more average people are able to position themselves and their families for forever wealth. Like, we're talking about forever wealth, forever money. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna just leave you with this, right? So you understand the mindset that goes into what we're doing here. Take a look at this. I want you to take a look at this. From $5,000, right? 5,000 per BTC to the previous let's say 64K. Andrea, I can't make this up. Suze, I can't make this up. Can y'all see what number that is from 5K to 60K? What number percentage-wise is this?
I wish I knew how to say it. It looks like 983.01%, if I'm correct.
That's about it.
So from the bottom to the top, we're looking at, let's just say, not 900 excess percent gain, right? All right. I'm gonna do from 60K down to 5. How much drawdown or how much of a loss is that? Right. And then I'm gonna flip it around again. I don't want you to see before the same price level from 5 to 60. Let's do it from 60 to 5. And let's look at how beautiful math is in our favor on planet Earth in 2022 during the greatest transfer of wealth in human history.
Yeah.
So if I were to put $100 at the very top of this, I'd be down $92, 92%. If it were to go to $5,000, right? But if I were to take that same $100 and I bought it at 5K and the price got to 60,000, I'm up 900% on that same move. Type in the number 5 in the chat once you understand what it is that I'm showing you, that you could do the right thing at the wrong time and get wrecked. You can buy crypto. You can do the right thing at the wrong time and get wrecked. From the bottom to the top, that was a 900% gain.
Hold on, Carl. I got to pull my calculator out real quick. Let me pull this calculator out real quick, bro, because I'm not the smartest man in the world, but
I just gave you the cheat code.
Okay. And what I just saw is that if I was trading stocks, if I was on Wall Street and I gave all my money to an investor, he would be hooting and hollering and telling me about how much he can get me 10% in a year. So just by showing me this, you just showed me that I would have to invest 90 years of my life in the stock markets, passive, to get what they say most people get out the markets. And you're showing me that Bitcoin just did this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
If that,
no, that's 220. That's 2 years.
Yes,
that's 2 years.
So it would take 90 years, averaging 10% a year, which they say is great in the market. You do 10%. This has done it, looks like, once, and damn near not just going to do half of it twice, 3 times. But oh my, hold on, bro. I'm still doing some calculations over here. I need to make sure my freaking.
I could break it down some more and show you what happened when we went from, what is it, $500? What is this, 500 USD to 19K? That was 4,000% in those 2 years, my friend. Yeah. But watch this. This is what I'm trying to say. That was a 4,000% gain, 5,000% gain, right? From that all-time high back down to $4,200 was an 80% decline. You can't fuck up unless you fuck up. This is what I'm trying to say, right? I'm showing you a cheat code, how to be patient in this market. I don't know about all the other stuff y'all want to do, the stocks, the everything, right? We trade Forex so we can extract money from Forex so we can do what with it? Be free in crypto. Here's what I'm showing you. I'm showing you who's watching this right now, the 3 awesome people who's on this with us live right now, that you could do the right thing at the wrong time and completely get wrecked in this market. You could do the wrong thing at the right time and get lucky.
Yeah.
Right? But if you could do the right thing at the right time on purpose, you can engineer the results. So what I'm showing you is from the bottom of a move to here, that was a 4,500% gain. You're not getting, you're going, everybody died before the stock market gives you that type of result. Everybody in your family passed, right? You can't move that from generations to generations to generations. You need another vehicle. And this vehicle is available to do that. From that all-time high, from 20,000 back down to a healthy $4,000, that was an 80% loss, 80% decline. So 4,500% up, 80% down. From here to here, that was 900% up, 90% decline. You can't mess up, because if your goal is to be in this market for the long term, which is what you should be looking at, tell me how much of a move is from 20,000 to 200K. That's another 900% move. Now, question is, are you going to participate in that move? That's my question. Are you going to be in the move from here to here?
Are you asking us or are you asking them? Because
I'm asking the world. I'm asking you, and I'm asking everybody who's tuned in and watching as well. Because I mean, once you flip it around and look at it, like, oh, look, every time we go up 900%. But when we pull back, the most I could lose is 100%. All right, bro.
You know what's wild, Carl, is shout out to the ones that are watching this, is even on a replay, is there's people that have no idea that this even happened. They see, they see 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. See, they see it moving, but they have no idea that 9,000% has moved within 700 days. Like, no, it doesn't even divide, bro. Divide, what is it, 365 times? I feel like a calculator genius right now, because I'm on this calculator. I'm like, yo, 365, right? 365 times 2 is 730 days. So let me take 9,000 divided by 730. That's 12.32% per day. Average. Yeah. Average. I'm going to say it again, Carl.
I think he got so excited he got cut off the call, bro. Yo.
Even my computer, my computer had to blink. I don't know if y'all just saw that. The connection said, hold up. Oh, wait a minute. 12% in the day average. You don't see that anywhere. And not to knock anything, bro. Because, I love stocks. I love look. But when I see Cash App, your Tesla stock has went down 4% per day. And it is nothing to what you just exposed, bro, for somebody being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. And then what it looks like you just said to me, and I think I can answer this because I'm not going to miss this, is we have another potential setup to be at the right place at the right time.
I think that's what you said. I think this is the last play.
Okay. And we're having, you said we're having April 2024, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. So that means that 2 years from, less than 2 years from now, it could, I'm not going to say what it is. It could be another 9,000% type move type situation, right?
That's probably what I watch this. That's absolutely going to happen in the crypto space. You may not see it on Bitcoin because you want to get a little bit more intricate. We use Bitcoin for what it's for, but let me for instance, stuff like Cardano, right? Stuff like Cardano, you see that that market structure itself and where we are and what it is and where it's gonna go. All this is so young, guys, right? You know how you see Forex and then all the candles is everywhere, from left to right for like decades. We don't get all of that data here. We have to work with the last couple of years because this is such a brand new market. But what I'm showing you is the fundamentals apply. This is a bullish order block right here. This has been chilling here for how long? Since January of 2021. Okay. So we're seeing price do what it's supposed to do. And what you have here is an opportunity to I remember when I called Pierre, I said, Pierre, I said, move everything into Cardano and XRP. He's like, what? What is that? I said, bro, you asking way too many questions right now. I just needed you to move some of this stuff over into these two protocols. You love me, you love me. You're my friend. So Pierre did that. A couple weeks later, he was up. He was up on his bread, right? And again, when you see stuff like this happen, and then the retail market goes like, oh yeah, all-time high. And then CNN says, okay, Bitcoin, CNN will come out with a news press and say, Bitcoin just hit an all-time high. Here's how to buy it. But y'all gonna tell me now when it's like, when it's at the all-time high. So what you're seeing right now is a reaccumulation. I mean, anybody who's buying Cardano right now is in a better place. I choose my words carefully.
Yes.
And everybody who got here after that return, the moment this happened, this was a bearish market structure. You're not getting that no more. We got to come get this liquidity down here, and that's what they did. Right? I'll pull up Shiba Inu. Where we at, Shiba? Come on, bro.
Yeah, Shiba was the craze in a few.
Right? Was that not the hype? The moment that this candle happened, that's the crazy part. The moment that this breakout candle happened is when everybody started talking about this.
Yeah.
So right now, right? Are you buying Shiba Inu? You see what I'm saying? Think about the people who are not actually buying anything because it's down. The market is down.
Yeah.
H bar. Do you know what this is? H bar. I don't know. Pull up a link. Perpetual futures. Mana, which is what's Mana? Mana is Decentraland. I don't know how they got Mana involved with Decentraland, but I remember buying Decentraland at an all-time high, getting wrecked, and that's why I'm able to tell y'all what I'm saying right now. I bought them at all-time highs before. I know what it feels like to not know what a bullish order block is on the monthly chart and watch them come all the way back down and reaccumulate inside of it, knowing that, see that little purple line? That's the pre-engineered liquidity that will get that got swept before this was set up. So now, if we're gonna go bullish, we're gonna be watching for bullish price action right inside this candle. The moment you see it start to print bullish structure again, it's okay, get involved. But I mean, look at this. This is beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna pull up quite a polka dot, anything, Matic, anything, right? They kept telling y'all to buy the dip. Now you done dip so low, your back hurt. Back hurt. Back hurt. Your head hurt. Nah, bro. You don't just keep dipping like that. You gotta wait. All right. These are straight bearish candles. And yes, it's balanced a particular level, but now as a person who's like seeing what we're seeing, are you buying up Matic or are you watching what everybody else is saying, right? Because what they're saying is they're saying, oh no, the market is down. And then you, right, who's watching this, you're like, oh wow, the market is cheap. You see the mindset, the mind shift? You know you're supposed to buy low, sell high, but psychologically you can't do it because it's cheap. Nah, the market is giving me an opportunity right now, right there. And we got to take these opportunities very, 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 very seriously. Very, very seriously. So seriously, it's not even funny, right? You turn $1 into a lot more, turn 100 into a lot more. And as an entrepreneur, right, there's three types of people in the world. There's the poor people. I just learned this, and I'll give it to you because I was just exposed to the framework. There's a poor person who sees money as a way to spend their time, right? They see the money as a way to spend time. Y'all hear what I just said? They see money as a way to spend time. Man. So what you do is when you have that poor mindset is you use the money to buy luxury items, car, buy the purse, right? And you go work for more money. Number two is the middle class. Let me spell these words properly so y'all don't yell at me. I've never taken a typing class. I know how to spell very well. I don't know how to type that well. Middle class will use money to gain leverage so that they can maintain a lifestyle. All right. So what you do is you go to work, you get that good credit score, you take that credit and you go buy some stuff that you really shouldn't and use the money from work to pay off the credit to maintain the lifestyle. And if you're somebody who's still on this call, you trying to be wealthy. There's no rich. That's a word. Wealthy is it's a mindset, just like poor and like middle class. Money is used to create money. Period. How do I take $1 and make that dollar make me another dollar? You go from having a poor mindset, which is, how do I take this dollar so I can buy the purse so I can feel good for a little bit? How do I take this dollar so I can go to the movies for the one weekend that I get off so I can feel good about that and I go back to work on Monday? How do I take this dollar so I can buy the Range Rover that I'm trying to use to impress these other people and be right back on the grind? Number two, how do I take this dollar so I can clean up my credit? You still got the right flow, the right direction, but you're missing a step. How do I take this money to increase my positioning in life, my circle of influence, right? Trying to meet the Jones, that's what they call them, middle class, to maintain a lifestyle. And the wealthy people use money to create more money. And that right there breaks all of the barriers that you can imagine, because time has nothing to do with none of that, right? How many times have you said, well, I don't have time to do this? I guarantee you, if you would have found the right energy inside yourself, you would have been like, man, I got the right money to do it though. Because somebody else, just like I was explaining to you about crypto, somebody else is willing to do it for you for that price. Can you find those people? Can you build a system? Can you learn a skill set like this right here, where what you're actually doing is finding a way to channel this energy and turn it into more energy, right? How do I take $1 and turn it into 3? Well, I know I shouldn't buy nothing at an all-time high, thinking it's going to go much higher. That's, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, right? You can't expect to have a different result if you're doing it backwards, if you're consistently chasing anything. Slow down and learn a little bit, right? Learn what a swing failure pattern is. What does that mean? on the monthly chart. That is significant, right? What does it mean to have a bullish order block chilling at $12,000? That happened. When does this happen, right? I'm not a fortune teller and I'm not a genie. I ain't doing nothing but reading charts. August of 2020. That was September, August of 2020 that this order block was printed and then price took off. You know how long we've been sitting here waiting for this? I'll tell you, I marked this up then, waiting for this to show us what it's going to do. And it looks like it's starting to show what it's going to do. We're waiting. So when it happens, we can do what? Turn a dollar that we worked really hard for into more. That's our goal, guys. To do that, to allow you to do it the right way too, and finally break free, finally get an edge. Because I know a lot of people are hurting right now. They have no idea what's going on. We're going to try to help clean up some of this stuff for you. All right. So wanted to break down even why Bitcoin, why Elevated FX is so focused on cryptocurrency. It's because of what I'm showing you here. This is a market that is new, is in discovery phase. None of the prices we see now are prices that's going to be here in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years for your kids. They won't be here. We don't know where they're going to be. Some of them are going to go to zero. Some of them are never going to exist. But for the research that you're able to do for yourself, and you position yourself for the long-term protocols and plays that you understand are actually providing value in the space, you get now the opportunity that we'll look at people who are super wealthy right now and be like, oh, you guys were able to buy properties in the 1920s. You're lucky. You're able to invest into Amazon and Apple when they first came out. You're lucky, right? Don't say that about your future, right? Yeah, you're able to do a lot of it on purpose right now. And what better time to be alive? I mean, we manifested these moments together. You decided to be here during this time. I don't know how or when, but I know I did. And I'm excited because I don't know what I would have had to do, guys, if I had to ride around in horses all day with a three-piece suit on. What is that? With a fedora hat. It's love, right? So take everything that we're showing you and put it together. Build a framework, lock in on cryptocurrency, rub shoulders with more people that love to talk about this stuff so you can grow in the space as well. And one more thing. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to be doing a lot of Twitter spaces. Follow us on Twitter. Search ElevatedFX_. Don't ask me why I had to add the underscore. Somebody left the other account dormant for years and I can't get in touch with them. So ElevatedFX_. We're starting to do Twitter spaces there so we can have different collaborations and interviews with other entrepreneurs in the space and, just give you more value as a community.
Yes. There will be powerful calls on those.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and stop the screen share here. If you gentlemen wanted to add anything into the mix or just say anything at all, awesome. We'll wrap it up.
On my end, I just want to say that you see all the value that we have right now with EFX, and there will be a lot more coming in the months ahead. So make sure to not miss the boat and join in right now. And if you have any questions, you're always able to get on the link in the description below this video and get a free account and look at the back office and see exactly what we're doing in the back end and just lock in.
All right, bless. I'm gonna shut it down. We'll get ready for Trade House session tonight.
Yeah, don't miss out. I have a call here at 3 a.m. So don't miss out. It's a free call. If you're on YouTube, you're gonna be able to get with me, and we're gonna look at signals together and break down a few signals that came in this week here, and a few trades that I took personally.